Did we have a good Christmas, by the way? Yeah. Did anyone get anything nice? No, no one got anything nice. I got a Nintendo Wii. Those things are fucking nice. I said, Nan, check out my Wii. She said, check out my Wii. I said, you cost me back a Wii. See, my nan always used to worry about us putting her in a home and forgetting about her, but she got Alzheimer's and beat us to it. It's a classic gag. You forget that in the morning. The irony. I love being back in Liverpool because I haven't done many gigs in Liverpool lately. It's great to be back. Like Tony mentioned the capital of culture before. Ooh, what the fuck happened there? I think I saw a homeless person in a suit. That was about it. I do like the beggars that we have here because they're great. We had like Plinkety Plink Man, everyone remember him? The cowboy guitar guy. Excuse me, mate, have you got a pencil? I broke a string. Genius. And then we had the one-legged beggar on Bold Street just constantly screaming up, "Where's my fucking money, blood?" Heather Mills. Hey. To the bitch. No, it's great to be. In fact, I'm going to thank you right now for being a normal audience because for the past 3 months I've been doing gigs to nothing but freaks. Right? Honestly, I've had beer thrown at me. I've been punched in the face. I've been threatened with a knife. That was just Christmas dinner at my Mars, right? Everything, right? I did this gig right before Christmas. Every year I do a character called Santa, right? And he's a Scout Santa Claus, and basically he just answers letters to kids, but really badly. And he's like, "Dear Santa, for Christmas, I don't know if you can do this, but can you please get Mummy and Daddy back together? Love, Billy." And I'll be like, "Dear Billy." No chance, lad. My dad's banging the babysitter. Do you really think he's going to give that shit up to me? Like a frigid fucking man. I'll get you some Legos. You can put them back together. Right? I do this character every year, right? And it was on the 23rd of December. I had to go out to Ormskirk. Right? So I did this gig. Is anyone in from Ormskirk? No, good, because those people are freaks, right? Done this gig in Ormskirk, right? And Dave, the guy who promoted it, didn't tell us that there was going to be a band on between every act, right? And I was like, "Come on, Dave, I need to get home. Dot's having Jim come back for Christmas, right?" You know what I mean? Rusty EastEnders, right? So I said to him, "Listen, Dave, you're going to have to fork out for a taxi because I'm going to miss the last train, right? Because I can't drive." So he goes, "Oh, I'm not going to pay for that. I'll ask the landlady if she'll fork out an extra 20 quid for the taxi, right?" And she says, "Now, fuck off, Dave, I've given you money," right? So I'm getting changed, ready to go on, and it's about 12 o'clock, right? And I'm ready to go on. Last train going 11:30. Dave goes on the stage, and I'm getting changed, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, you ready for a headline act?" And I was like, "I'm not ready yet," right? So I told this guy, I said, "Go stall him." And normally in that situation, what the compere will do is go, "Has anyone had a good night? What have you been up to? What's your name?" and stuff, and then wait for me to get changed to come on. What Dave did instead, right, is Dave went, "Ladies and gentlemen, you had a good night?" They went, "Yeah!" And he went, "Have you enjoyed the free comedy?" They went, "Yeah!" And he goes, "Will you come back again?" They went, "Yeah!" He goes, "Well, there's been a problem." What's happened is, your headline act, we've run over and he's missed his train, and the landlady isn't going to give us the money to pay for his taxi home. They went, "Boo!" Like, they all started booing, right? Then all of a sudden, this scally at the back stands up and goes, "Let's have a good old-fashioned whip round." Not just a whip round, Jez, a good old-fashioned whip round. Is this some fucking 90-year-old fella in a wheelchair in the corner's going to jump up and go, "A good old-fashioned whip round, we hadn't had one of those since 1929. Yeah!" Right? A good old-fashioned whip round, what's all this about, right? By this time, I'm ready to go on. Just as Santa stood outside, ready to go on. All of a sudden, they're all like fucking throwing money in the bucket, all cheering a whip round. We're taking money off you, you knobheads. Right? They're fucking cheering away like that. All of a sudden, you just hear this. And then all of a sudden, the landlady gets on stage and she starts going, "I'll give him the fucking money for the taxi, you bellend. Don't ever come to my club again, you flip." She starts kicking off at Dave on the microphone in front of everyone. Everyone's going mental. Then all of a sudden, this other scally in the back stands up and goes, "Well, if she's giving them the taxi money, I'll have my fucking whip round cash back." Right? They all start kicking off at him because he's taking his whip round. Apparently, you don't take your whip round money back, right? All of a sudden, I'm still ready to go on. I'm thinking this is going to be shit, right? All of a sudden, he goes, "There's fucking loads in here, I'm having that," and legs out the door with the bucket, right? I'm stood there fully dressed as Santa. This scally runs out with a bucket and his hand goes, "You like Santa? Merry Christmas," and fucking lets it off down the street. I had to go on to a fucking riot. I was like, "How am I going to bring this back?" So I walked on stage and went, "Ladies and gentlemen, please get up for your landlady who's decided to give us the taxi money back home." And they went, "Yeah." I went, "She's going to be pissed off when she finds out I live in Lapland." Oh, jeez. I don't know how long I've done. I mean, I've been going for fucking days, it feels like. I do love Liverpool. I've had the best tackle ever here, right? I do also do a character called Calvin Wideboy. He's a 15-year-old schoolboy from London, right? And I was doing this gig in Egberth, right? And there was a fella sat about where you are, and he was 16 years old, right? And he's supposed to be 15 as Calvin. And I went over and, yo, mate, how old is you? And he went, 16. I went, oh, that is a year older than me, yeah? You could tell me about all the girls you was fingered, yeah? Right? And he started pissing themselves. But from the back, his 14-year-old brother just went, that'll be the shortest conversation you ever fucking have, mate. Fucking genius. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea how long I've done, so I'm going to leave you on one little story. It's about when I was in Australia, which was great. I went to this little shop. If you ever get a chance to go to Melbourne, go to this little shop, because it's a little sort of body shop type shop, you know, it sells bathing accessories and all that kind of shit, right? But it's run by the best guy ever. He's this black guy, but he calls himself Martin the Loofah King. Martin the Loofah, he seriously calls himself. If you go in there, you go, Martin, have you got anything for dry skin? He'll go, I have a cream. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a fantastic audience. I'm in Scooby. Please come back. Good night.